How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. I am KingBlackToof, and today's video is just the start of a new Gwent beginner series. Because of Steam's release, I think hopefully there's a lot of people that could benefit from a new beginner series, and the other ones are outdated, so here we are. So let me run down what I'm going to do with this beginner series to start with. Today's video is going to be about the introduction of what are the currencies, what is the journey, what quests are there, and little tips as we go along. I'm going to play a game today and then talk about the game as we go. What are the basic thoughts I'm having as we play our first game together. The next video is going to be about how to alter the initial starting decks that you're given. There are improvements to be made straight away, and that will improve your win rate. After that, I want to do a video on how to earn ore the easiest. Ore is like gold, it's currency you use to buy card packs in this game. I'm going to do a video on how best to spend your reward points. Don't go spending them straight away. How best to use them. What's the best effective way to get the most from your reward points early game. And then a video on some of the overall best cards to craft for beginners. Which ones give the most value in the most array of decks for the longest time. And finally a video where I play each of the starting decks at least once. And so that you can see how each starting deck plays, and if you like monsters, you can watch that video and see what kind of things I'm thinking of and what you should be doing as you're playing it. So that's the initial of the beginner series. I mean, there's more in-depth stuff we can go into, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, we're just going to do that. So I think it's about time we get on with today's introduction to Gwent. Okay, so this is the screen that you will come across when you finish the tutorial. And I first want to talk about the resources at the top. The first one are kegs. These are basically your card packs. You can open them freely if you've got them and choose what cards you want. Some cards are better than others, but that's something that I can't teach now. You can ask on the Discord or on forums and stuff, or just use your own instinct, whatever you like. This is meteorite powder. This is probably the rarest resource. I wouldn't spend this. It's purely for cosmetics, so different types of boards, different coins. You can upgrade certain cards to be animated. I wouldn't spend that until you've got something that you really want, because it's quite rare. This is scraps. You use this in the deck builder to craft cards that you don't have. I wouldn't spend this now until we've seen the video that I put up later about what are the best cards to craft for beginners that give the most value. Because you'll want to save that and craft certain cards at certain points, but don't go crafting rubbish cards and stuff like that. So maybe hold on to that. This is ore. This is the currency that you use to buy kegs. It's 100 ore a keg, so I've got 2 kegs there and 1 there. Now, one interesting thing is you can spend this. You can buy kegs and open them. That's totally fine. But there is maybe some strategy to it. If you like monsters, you can buy the monster keg. If you like Skellige, you can buy the Skellige keg. If you don't care, you can just buy the base set. If there's certain cards that you're kind of looking for because you want to try and go for this monster deck and it's got this really cool card in Detlaf or something, then you might want to try and target specific expansions. These are the expansions: Merchants of Ophir, Iron Judgment, Novigrad, Crimson Curse. And so you might want to save that until I get the video out on what's good to go for, so you can try and hone. You might get lucky and get the cards you want in a keg rather than just buying random kegs. But you can feel free to spend your kegs, your ore on kegs if you want. But you could wait and target it a bit better if you wanted to. And finally, this resource is the reward points. You get these from completing quests and stuff. From completing quests, from completing achievements. And you spend them in the reward book. Okay, so all of these things are reward trees. Let's click on the monster one. And so I got 6 reward points, and I could spend 1 reward point here and get 50 ore. I could spend 2 here and get 100. I could spend 3 here and get 200. If I spend 4 here, I get the Unseen Elder evil skin. So if I open that chest, if I work my way all the way down to that chest, I get 2 monster kegs, 160 scraps, and 90 meteorite powder. So, you know, we can plan our way through. Again, you might want to wait for the video. I wouldn't recommend spending all your reward points because it's kind of nice to go to certain areas, and we'll find out what the most efficient area is in a different video. It is worth saying that you used to have to unlock these leaders. You don't have to do that now. These leaders are purely cosmetic now. Okay, you get all leader abilities for free as a beginner. Okay, so you have access to all of them. You don't have to worry. So if we change the ability, we've got all the Skellige leader abilities here. They're completely separate from the actual model itself. So don't go thinking that you need to go get that model. You don't have to. Right. I think it's ready. I think we're about ready to play a game. So I don't know what deck I'm going to play. I think we're going to go for... I do think Northern Realms might be the best along with Nilfgaard. So let's go for Northern Realms. Right, here we go. Okay, my Northern Realms versus monsters.
Close ranks.
Okay. So you draw 10 cards and we get 3 redraws. The opponent is playing with the leader ability that allows him to boost by 3 and give shield. So if he's got a lot of things he wants to protect, that'd be nice. What we want is a drummer. Boost the unit on the right, and Temerian infantry to receive that boost and damage the enemy. I think that's a fairly okay start. Having one of those is all I want because it pulls the others from the deck. I think we're okay, so we won't redraw any there. My go first. So we'll play something that is what we call proactive. Something that doesn't do much now but does something later. I guess we'll play the Tridem Infantryman. There.
Awaiting your orders.
And we'll pass. Now, if you go first, you get this, which is an extra booster unit by 5. We don't want to do that yet. I don't think you should ever do that first turn. Always use it later. Can't be destroyed. Okay, so he's going to damage that by 2. Okay. That's really valuable to me, so I want to start boosting it. Whenever this unit receives boost, damage a random enemy by 1. So, Tridem Infantryman. Every allied turn, on turn end, boost the unit on the right. So we place it there. He'll boost that, and that'll damage.
Again and again.
Bam, just like that. If that gets too low, we might boost it, but we don't need to use that until we're ready. My leader ability is to boost the Northern Realms unit by 1 and give it Zeal. Zeal means it can do its ability straight away. Okay, so you play 2 Neckers. Now they've got a special ability called Thrive. You can check out any sort of these keywords by right-clicking on it, and you'll see it here. Boost this unit by 1 whenever you play an ally with a higher power. So he should really play these first, then play a 2, then play a 3, then play a 4, and kind of stagger it up. We want to try and kill them. So I think he's a bit too valuable. He damages the unit by 1, and he gains an extra damage by 1 every time you play a card with orders. So I think because we're doing pretty good here, we'll just play this. Play it over here. Damage unit by 1. Kill that off. I think we're okay passing. That'll hit. Boost and hit. Okay. That's fine. I don't want him to die, so if he's got 2 damage, you should definitely kill that. That's what we call an engine card, because it produces value over time. Right, he's passing. A bit early to pass. He is a new player, so it's okay. As a Northern Realms player, I like a long round. I've got a lot of engines, so cards that generate points over time. So I want a long round. I'm going to get rid of that because we've already got one. We want that. We definitely want another one of those drummers that you saw previously. So we'll get rid of that. Medic. Boost adjacent units by 2. Right, so we want to go into the third round. We're on round 2. You have to win 2 rounds. But you can only hold 10 cards. So I can either place 3 and then pass. Or I can just pass and get those extra 3 that I would have drawn as in mulligans. So as in stuff like that. So let's just go for the... I'm going to place them down.
Death to the enemy!
I want to thin that guy out of my deck. So by using his ability, I can get the other one out of my deck and thin it, which is really nice. Right. Okay. So he's only actually going to get one of those, unfortunately. That would have... If he'd had dominance, which you can check here, if he has the highest unit on the battlefield, when he plays it, he spawns another copy. He probably didn't know that. I don't know if he did. But that's okay. So I now can press that ability and pull the other one out for thinning.
You've got here.
He's got the ability as well, but I haven't got any more in there, so I think we'll play her.
You must sweat like
Boost
a swine
those
in that
2.
jacket.
I think I'm ready to pass. I want a long round. And you can check what's in your deck. What we really want is her. Anna is amazing. I'm not sure how useful that will be. It'll be okay against the opponent's deck. So I want my golds, really. I want her, Neneke, Anna, and I want the drummer. They're like engines that produce value over time. How's he doing? What did he play? Lacerate. Okay. I think I'm ready to... I think I'm ready to pass on that one. So, I want a long round. I'm going to keep all my leader because that'd be useful. Okay. So this particular deck, the Northern Realms one, it utilizes inspired mechanics. Things where they get extra inspired mechanics if this unit is boosted. So if it's green health, it does some extra value. Okay, good. We drew that one. That's okay. It's an engine, but it's not what I want. So, we've got 10 cards. I want to try and go for the drummer. Probably Neneke. I'm not sure how useful that will be. Destroy an enemy with 9 or more power. You might not get that high. So, what don't I want? Boost another one. I don't think that's necessary. Game vitality, I don't think that's necessary. That's okay, that produces stuff over time. We could probably... Actually... Yes, the drummer. We got rid of that because it says whenever I play a unit with order, get another charge. And I really don't have many units with order. I've probably got about 1, I think. So yeah, it wasn't too good. Right, let's begin with I'm gonna start with that guy, just like we did last time. I am going to boost it straight away, just to give it a bit of protection. 5 damage is a lot harder to do than 4 damage. He could lock it though, he's not. Okay, so when that dies, that's what Death Wish is. It spawns something, so that ate it. Okay, so Geralt would have been quite good. Destroy an enemy unit with 9 or more power because he's on 10, but doesn't matter, we don't need that. The drummer comes down next, absolutely.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I'm going to boost that one too. So I also give them Zeal, which means if they get an order, they can use it straight away. There's not many... Oh, shit. Okay, well done. Well done. Right, Anna does the same thing. Boosts the unit to the right, but it also boosts the unit to the left. So... I'm going to put her down. And I'm I'm going to do it to her. So now, because she's inspired, she boosts the unit to the right and left. So we're losing a little bit of value. But we'll be alright. I doubt he'll have another one of those. He may have a lock, he may have this card. The lock stops any sort of ability happening, so... Okay. So he gets to boost it by 3 because he has dominance. He has the highest unit on the board. I'm going to place this person down.
Your command.
So if I had that zeal, I'll be able to make him fire straight away, but we're okay. She's boosting either side. So I'm ready to lock something if he's got something that will produce value over time. But he doesn't seem to have anything. That will, but I can't target it because it's immune. These only hit something on the ranged row, so his back row. I guess that's important. This is the melee row, that's the ranged row. I'll put this guy down. And I think it's worth hitting this guy. The reason being is because if he's got any more dominance, we don't want to let that happen. We have dominance now, so any dominance card he has won't work. He may have Geralt, which should be able to kill that, unfortunately. We could have put a card in the middle. Thrive, trigger a unit's death wish. Okay. Should have used that on the egg earlier, because it doesn't destroy it, just to trigger it. So when he places down, that'll go up in value. So we want to try and kill it if possible. Or we could just lock it. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be a good idea if he's got another dominance card. Then he's got the highest value. Does that do 3? That's not going to get any more charges because I haven't got any more orders, unfortunately. Alright. That's not going to do anything. So these are artifact cards. Basically, they generally can't be interacted with. You can destroy them, but they can't be damaged. They don't provide any strength themselves. But they can do other stuff that provides value. Right, I'm just going to... Oh, good. You put a unit on the back row, which means these guys are going to hit it now. So let's put them down. Might as well protect them, I suppose. Complete the quest. There we go. Oh, you really want to put them straight away. Because with the Thrive, it means when you place them at 2, they'll go to 2. When you place them at 3, they'll go up another 1. So it's a bit late on that.
Peace is priceless.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, good. So, I mean, I've won because I've still got a card left, but...
Don't give up easy, do you?
I'll let him win. So, that was a good game. I think my opponent was new, so he played certain things out of order, so he lost a bit of value. The lower the Thrive, the higher you want to place him down early. Very good for killing my drummer. Well played on that. I do think that you probably want to save it for Anna because she's even more vital. But well played, I think. We're gonna let him win. I don't need to win, and I feel bad for like beating up new players. But game complete. We get 20 crown points for completing our first game. Okay, so that's our first match complete. So we've got quests. Now you get quests every day, and sometimes there can be ones that are difficult to do. Like I think there was play 20 aristocrats, and you probably won't have that as a beginner. So you can re-roll. You can re-roll for something which is 60 ore. It's pretty generous with its ore, so you know, do what you can, and we'll see about what the easiest way to get ore is later in a different video. We've got Journey. I just did the first Journey quest, which is to win one game in an online mode, and I got 20 crown points. So if I go to Journey here, this is another way to get some resources. Basically, this is like a battle pass, isn't it? I think it's referred to as, where you just play the game and you'll get rewards, and you can buy a premium one for like £8, and you get way better rewards, a lot better. Okay, but for the basic one, you'll get reward points, and they're still very, very valuable. If you like the game, you can throw some money at the Journey. It'll probably be good value. I also completed some achievements, so if I claim these achievements, I don't know what they are, let's find out. Send your opponent a GG, you get a reward point for that. Do that. You might as well send GGs, you get some nice money from that. Order 10 units during online matches, so I used the order 10 times apparently. I don't think I did that. Next, we've got play an online match in any mode. Bam, another reward point. So you'll get reward points quite nice, quite commonly to begin with while you're doing all these achievements. You can check out your achievements by clicking your thing up here and then go to the contracts page. These are all the achievements in the game. Spend a reward point gets you 9 reward points. That's a really good one to go for. And there's loads of things you can do. So you'll get a nice thick and heavy to start with. Thanks for watching this video. I think this is it. Remember, next video is altering the starter decks and talking about how we can make the most of those, and maybe playing 1 or 2 of them and see how we do. Okay? Take care. See you again very soon.